I've got another nosebleed. Can someone get the royal doctor? Yeah, it's the altitude, I think. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South. It's season 2, it's episode 3 as we look to win the Champions League with our Scottish side. And today it's a big test. We go to Ibrox to face Rangers and then it's Dundee in what is, well, a less big game, let's say, in the Premiership because things are going quite well on the pitch and we'll get the catch-up going in just a second. The bad news is on the pitch, off the pitch, sorry, where, well, we've hit the red. We're officially in debt and we've had our percentage of transfer that we can have from 30% reduced back down to 10%. So that's a bit of a shame. I'm not too concerned. You can see here we're losing 100k or so a month. Now, the reason I'm not concerned is that even if we finish bottom of the Premiership, which is looking increasingly unlikely, we get just over £1 million. Now, we've got about 6 months of the season left. That's £600,000. Even if it's £700,000, we're still going to come out 400 grand in profit for the season. So it doesn't look great, but I'm still relatively confident that at the end of the year, it's all going to shake itself out and look good. But as of right now, the board is panicking a little bit. And if we look at the projection, which isn't always the most accurate thing, you can see there just over 3.5 or 350 grand they think that we'll have by the end of the season. So it's all looking fine. But obviously, it is a little bit concerning when you start having the red numbers in the overall balance column there. But let's have a look at what's going on the field. It, as I said, has been going, let's say, better than expected. We do have some nosebleeds. The first game, all these are in the league, was against Hearts. We fell behind early. Olafunwa pulled us level early in the second half, and we secured a huge win with a good finish from Daniel Williams. So a massive result away from home. We beat Hearts. Did we deserve it? XG would suggest yes. You can see from shots on target and whatnot, it was a very even game on that front. But Williams, who of course we got the loanees, to be honest, were the stars. Olafunwa and Williams with the goals. But of course Williams is who we got in on loan last episode from Swansea. And he just looks every bit a Scottish Premiership midfielder, which is absolutely brilliant. Next up, it was Aberdeen. This is, I mean, they're one of the bigger non-Glasgow teams, aren't they, in the Premiership? So let's see what we did against them. We got a stoppage time winner when Aoki crossed for Patton. Aoki, I don't know how you say that name. Anyway, a bit of a changing of the guard at right back in this one, I think. Spittle only playing a 6.2. We made the sub, and, well, there was an instant result there. And Cassidy, again, we took him off for Patton, who is, well, one young player of the month. I think it was last month, and he's got to be a favourite to do it again. And, yeah, the new look back four, I think, might be Hendry, who's starting to really, really come into his own with Yakoviti, Olafunwa, and Ogioke. I think that's looking as though it might be our back four, but Williams played well again. Tevez, Roy, all the guys were there. They all played well. And look at this, we really did shut them down. Now, to be fair, Aberdeen were quite poor, never really looked to threaten us. We absolutely smashed them. So the stoppage time goal was nothing that wasn't deserved. The next game to catch you up on, another big one against Motherwell. We took a second half lead when Tevez slipped in Ali Roy. Patton pounced on a loose ball to make it 2-0. Before Hendry crossed for Patton in stoppage time. So 3 from 3. Who saw this coming? Certainly not me. And this is what I mean, where I don't see us getting relegated. Now, Eastwood was injured for this one, so Lewis B was in goal. But there's sort of that new look back four looking brilliant. Cochrane came back into the side and did well. We had to, Farouk had been there and he wasn't setting the world on fire. But if Cochrane can come back to his best form, then suddenly we're looking like a team that, maybe we can challenge for Europe after all. Now, when we check the table, you will see that all Hearts are sort of towards the top. But certainly Aberdeen and Motherwell are towards the bottom, as is St Mirren, and that's who we played next. And for once, we were poor in this one. We did out-XG them for what that's worth. But you can see 17 shots, only 2 on target. I don't know what went wrong this game, but something went wrong. Spittle played well, which just goes to show something wasn't right. But yeah, Louis B in midfield, Lewis B in midfield in goal. Had another good game for us. But yeah, it's disappointing because if we have a look at the league table, we'll see that St Mirren are bottom. So that's where I say we were a little bit disappointing in that one. But generally speaking, I mean, we've absolutely rocked this thing. We are in the European places. We're 10 points clear of the relegation playoff, and we're absolutely flying. And we look a decent side. Now, like I say, Motherwell, Aberdeen, and St Mirren aren't great sides this season, nor is Dundee, who will play in the second game today. But Hearts are a decent team. So to go and beat them is not too bad. But we have lost to Hibs, St Johnstone, Celtic, and I suspect we're probably about to lose to Rangers as well. Look at the goal difference that Rangers has. Jesus. If we have a look at the competitions, we don't have a Scottish Cup draw as of yet, though that won't be too far away. And the Betfred, of course, we somewhat embarrassingly got knocked out in the group stage of that. So that's everything caught up on. Let's go and have a look at what we're doing in this first game against Rangers. All right, so we can see we're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. And, well, if we take something from this game, then I'll start, I think the title sirens can start going off. But I don't suspect we're going to get too much. You'll see we've always got guys in on trial, just trying to find anybody that can improve us. But as you've seen by the finances, we're not going to, basically, because we have struggles for finances. But anyway, this is the team that's sending out. Eastwood back fit after his injury and should be okay for this one. Hendry, Iakoviti, Olafunwa, and Ogioke. Yeah, that's close anyway. Goss will be the defensive midfielder with Cochrane and Williams in midfield. Tevez, Roy, and Patton. Patton's been a revelation this season with 7 goals. Let's see if he can nick one at Ibrox. So, Aston Villa's Stephen Gerrard is their manager. There's some good players in that lineup. Dominic Ofora, who we had at Sheffield Wednesday, didn't we? Ryan Jack, who I saw play for Aberdeen a fair while ago now. Hadji, son of one of my favourite all-time players. And when you can say that, you start to feel old, actually. Now I say that out loud. Once you're talking about sons of people that you've seen play. There's no pressure on you. I think I can just about get on board with that. As I said when we played Celtic away, as recently as last episode, I think then, these are free hits. You know, if we take something from this, absolutely brilliant. If we don't, you know, Rangers and Celtic at this point are in a league of their own. We'll be gunning them down shortly, let's hope. Hadji over a free kick. Eastwood is there. And let's say that he was just seeing that off. Oh, did he actually make a save? Well, wonderful stuff from Eastwood then. We've got work to do from the corner. Ball in. It is Tevez off the line. Well, there you go. Tevez doing some defensive duty. Leading from the front, Captain Queen. He is captain, isn't he? Yeah, I think Wheater's vice-captain and Tevez is captain. We still got Wheater on the bench. We haven't frozen him out of the squad. He's just not quick enough to play at this level. He will be useful, you know, to come in certain games. But, now, why is Oyigoke? What's he done to himself? A bruised knee. You're absolutely fine, mate. Let's go back off attacking. Let's just go to balanced. If we take a point from this game, then it's a thing of beauty for us. So we won't attack them. Oh, we should attack them. Attack them, boys. And from the corner, which is the most disappointing thing. It's always disappointing to concede in a game like, or any time. But particularly in a game like this from a set piece. And they gave us a warning, didn't they, at the back post? And that was, well, we actually got beaten at the near post. And Williams just a little slow to react. And Patterson was there. We'll give him some encouragement. And, I mean, we should have maybe done some work defending corners before this one. That's better. Out to Goss. And let's see what he can do. He's got Roy with him. Can he pick a pass? Can Roy make a run? It doesn't look like. And there's so many Rangers players back. And, in fact, the highlight might end up going the other way now. Olafunwa gets there. Well done, Olafunwa. That was a good defensive intervention. And still the highlight continues on what is quickly becoming the longest highlight of the season. Hendry with a little bit of space. Patton's there with him. Hendry into Patton. Back to Hendry. The Cochrane. Goss. Iakoviti. This is going to end in a goal, but who to? Tevez feeds it through for Roy. Oh! Another wonderful pass from Tevez. He is pulling strings for us this season, but unfortunately, Roy is... Oh, that's not a good pass from Tevez. Roy has just not got his goal-scoring boots on this season as he did last. Can Cochrane win that back for us? The game's turning into a little bit of a basketball game, isn't it? End-to-end. Ball in. Eastwood's done well. But we've all been sucked in towards the ball, and it's 2-0. And, well, it's going to be difficult to come back from here, isn't it? We did well there, and Oyegoke is sort of chasing the ball, isn't he? Which is, yeah, frustrating, but it's maybe easy enough to do in that situation, I suppose. We are defending. Are we defending narrowly? We are defending narrowly. Yeah, it just might just be a case of they're a little bit too good. They've got wing-backs getting forward. Hopefully, our guys are marking them properly. Now, can we defend a corner? Please and thank you. Oh, you're not going to give a penalty. What for? I tell you what, Oyegoke is not endearing himself to us, is he? You and your bruised knee, mate. Go and have a rest. Eastwood doesn't make the save. Eastwood doesn't look fantastic from a penalty, I've got to say. And it's 3-0 in first half stoppage time, and this game is going quite wrong, isn't it? And that's always disappointing. They're already looking anxious and nervous, so we've got to try and build back a little bit of... Do we say unlucky? Oyegoke, you should be looking anxious, mate. You've been an absolute disaster. I can't even talk to him now. And what have I done? I'm falling to pieces here. All right. Well, let's say we have faith in them and see if we can, if not win the second half, then certainly at least keep it equal. We'll give them a little bit of time in this second half to redeem themselves, but some of these match ratings, 6-3s in midfield, when we've got Morton, Farouk, Hand, who can come on and make a debut, though he's looking nervous, so maybe not. We've got guys that can come on and play. Unfortunately for us, they're having a good day as well, and that never helps, does it? Iakoviti's playing a 6-2, a 6-1. He does have a howler of a game in him. He's either brilliant, or I suspect in games like this, he maybe gets shown up a little bit. Williams on a booking, playing a 6-2. That'll do, mate. Morton can come on for him. Roy and Patton have not played well up top. I wouldn't mind giving Hand a game. So what we might do, actually, we'll bring him on for Roy, who looks a little bit clueless today. We'll get Tevez on. Hand can go and play as... Yeah, that's fine. You can play as a playmaker. And we'll see how this goes. Spittle with a throw. A lesser spotted highlight. No, never mind. Can we win this ball back, please? And thank you. Doesn't look like it, does it? Hendry on a booking. He's actually got a suspension coming up. It wasn't instantaneous. He got it last game, I think, in the St Mirren game, and that's a good block from somebody. Olifunwa, who's looking very, very good, actually, Olifunwa. Ball in towards the back post, and Iakoviti's having... Oh, I can't take any more subs. I was going to say we'll bring Wheater on, but we can't do that. We look slow, don't we? They just look so much better than us. Oh, and that's... Did Spittle head that onto Menu's head? Let's just try sitting back in a little bit here. We'll encourage them. 15 minutes to play. I mean, so far, I asked them not to lose the second half, and so far they haven't done that. A little bit worried we've got two of our back four there on a booking, but Hendry's missing the next one for suspension anyway. Can Spittle get to that first? No. Cross comes in. Oh, and that would have been just a good goal, wouldn't it? Sometimes you've got to hold your hands up. Menu's supposed to be playing as an inside forward, but he's certainly looking to get down the outside of us at times, isn't he? Another corner to defend. We've been so thoroughly outplayed here, it's a little bit depressing, and there's another one. And it is going to happen from time to time. I was maybe a little bit overconfident given our recent form, but this is obviously a much, much bigger test. And I think it's fair to say that we've failed it quite badly. Iakoviti, I think, is showing that he's not going to be a player for us long term. He's okay in the smaller games, but every time we've sort of needed him when he's under pressure for extended periods. It's not that he's not, no one's playing well, but he tends to play poorly, which suggests he's maybe the source of quite a few of the problems. So 4-0 in the end, only 1-0 in the second half if we're clinging at straws, but that's definitely a cling, isn't it? We can't be happy with that, guys. So we can see all the other results there. We've got a negative goal difference now, but we're still in those European places. And let me know what you guys think, but I do kind of feel like that needs to be the goal now. Hand makes his debut. We've lost our unbeaten run, which is a shame. But guys, wait right there. We will be back to face Dundee. That is a game we should and hopefully will win. Okay, welcome back. We're getting ready to go to Dundee. Now, they are 10th. If we win this game, we go to the Winter World Cup. Well, we don't go to it, but we reach that break in the European places. And that would be very, very good. Now, it's a 36-game season, but there's a league split after I don't know how many games. But if we're in the top half, I mean, you're a very, very good chance of getting into Europe. If it's, you're in the top 6 and 5 go to Europe, that would be a very nice place to be. So we want to try and win this. We want to try and win every game, but we really want to try and win this game if we can. Now, let's have a look here and see what we're doing. We've got some cup games there as well. We're expecting a 4-4-1-1 from them. I can't remember if that's how they played in the first opening game of the season. We're going to go with essentially the same team. We're going to keep faith, just put it down to Rangers away, and that being what it is. Now, we have lost Hendry to injury, to suspension, so he misses out. So it's Eastwood in goal. De Bayo comes back in. I think it's the first time we would have seen him, certainly in the league this season, with Yakoviti, Olafunwa, and Ogiyoke. It's Goss, Cochrane, Williams, Tevez, Roy, and Patton up top. And well, let's hope that we can put on a performance. All right, so we can see the team sheets here. Jim Duffy is their manager. Is he there in real life? He got into a scrap with Neil Lennon in the championship. Was he at Greenock Morton? Am I dreaming that up? I'm sure I remember Jim Duffy and Neil Lennon getting into it at some point. Anyway, what do you want to say to this? Go put on a show. Let's try that. None of this no pressure bollocks. Let's put on a show out there and show what we can do. And here we go. I mean, we should have beaten them in that opening game, shouldn't we? Roy missed a couple of absolute sitters, so he's got a chance to make up for that here. And yeah, let's just hope we can get these 3 points. And oh, it's a good header away there by somebody. Might have been Goss, was it? But we're under a little bit of early pressure here. If we were to lose this, then I would start to feel like maybe I've peaked a little early on the we're going to make Europe talk. Having drawn 0-0 with St Mirren, got our butts handed to us by Rangers, and that's not great defending from Ogiyoke. And we are 1-0 down after 4 minutes. Let's encourage them. And right back is shaping up as a little bit of a problem position for us. He looked brilliant off the bench, and then he had a good game the game after that when I started him, and he's just been caught out there, hasn't he? Oh, dear. And that's not really the start we wanted or needed, is it? You know what I think we need to do is just go a little bit deeper. You'll see I have changed a little bit the way we're playing as well, which has higher tempo, work the ball into the box, and pass into space. So that is, hopefully, anyway, partly down to what has seen us improve in results recently. Well, not so much recently, but in between episodes. Recently, I'd say it is not working. Let's encourage them. And you can already see, can't you, that there's a little bit of a change happening in the mentality. That's a good interception there by Cochrane. Now, what can De Bayo do? Can we build on this? Can we make them pay? Patton to De Bayo. Can De Bayo accelerate into the space? Where's his cross? He was brilliant at it last season. Can he get another one in here? He's done superbly. Ball in. Oh, it's headed away. Ogiyoke will keep it in. Can he get a cross in? It's loopy. It's high. It's towards De Bayo. We saw him smash one in last season. Roy! Oh! He's missed another really good chance against Dundee. That should have been back of the net. We've got Connolly and Cassidy on the bench to go and play up front if we want to make a change. Ogiyoke and Eastwood are not looking the best mentally or body language wise, and that's somehow stayed out. Jesus, that's lucky. Apparently, we don't like YouTube. All right, here we go. Can we get ourselves level before half-time? Patton with a nice little flick on there. Tevez goes back to Olafunwa. Goss, Iacoviti, Cochrane, Tevez. There's a nice pass. He finds DeBayo. Can he get that cross in? Can Roy, more importantly, find the target? It's not the greatest cross, is it? Roy retrieves it. Back to Oli Goke. It's Patton, is it? Oh, and Patton's missed a sitter. Do we need to tell him to calm down? Just relax, guys. Just relax. I shouldn't have put pressure on him pre-game. I mean, we can't hit a barn door again. I think we just have to be better in front of goal, don't we? Just start hitting the target, guys. We've created 2 really, really good chances at least. And they've taken, from what we've seen, is their only chance. I don't think Roy is long for this game. He's not really made that step up, has he? And strangely enough, Patton has. Patton has looked brilliant at times. So we'll take Patton off. Roy off. We'll bring Cassidy on. Williams has suddenly forgotten how to play football. Tevez isn't having a great game. All right, so let's change what we're doing here. See if that works for us. Go back to how we were playing. It's tipping by, isn't it? All right, Tevez, it's not your day, clearly. Let's get Connolly on for you. Williams, off you go. We've got Morton, who I think is the man for that job. And hopefully something. Do we try a berating? Goss over a free kick. Goss, it's coming back. Norris, has he tipped it over or is it a goal? It's a goal kick. Just over. Let's try being more expressive. They're a counter-attacking side, which I feel like playing a high line. Let's go and get stuck in. It's only going to encourage them to hit us on the break, isn't it? At least if we're standing off them. But are we at the point now where we've just got to go and win the ball back? Do we have another sub? We don't. Come on, guys. Anything. We've got a highlight. Can we rescue it in stoppage time? Norris with the goal kick. Oyegoke is there. Morton. Oh, that's a red card. Well, I mean, it doesn't really help us now, but you couldn't have done that in the 9th minute, mate. Can we make that pay now? Encourage. It's nothing happening, is there? It's just nothing happening. 12 shots, 2 on target, and we've lost again. Defensively, we've not been bad, but going forward, we've been a shambles in that one, and that's really, really frustrating. We should have won the game, but here we are. So, there we go. Rangers beat Celtic in the Old Firm, and Dundee United has won as well. I mean, we're still fairly... Well, might as well have games in hand. Maybe we're not that safe. 4, 5 points. We've played more games, and we're just going through a bit of a tough patch, which is... It's been a really, really rapid turnaround because it was going so well, and then that 0-0 draw just seems to have just sapped all the confidence out of us. And suddenly, well, we're looking like we're going the wrong way. Maybe this World Cup break is coming at the right time for us. But guys, that'll do it for today. We will be back after the World Cup, so we'll come straight back because it's quite the gap. We'll review how the Winter World Cup has gone. It'll be Livingston and St Johnstone. St Johnstone are a good side. Livingston are a team a little bit like Dundee that we really should be beating. So that'll be a good test for us. And then, of course, we've got January, which is a busy month in the January transfer window. We'll come back somewhere in the middle of that, I think. We'll kind of see how things are going. But if you've enjoyed that for some reason, guys, no goals, 5 conceded. Yeah, make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you next time after we've done a little bit of work on the training field on how to find the back of the net. Take care.